Hey guys, just wanted to do an update on some of my recent NFT purchases and kind of want to just give a general outlook for where I see NFTs going long term. Will they have long term value, or will they, are they just a fad and they will disappear? So recently, I've honestly been focusing a little bit more on Ethereum, mainly because there's one project that I really like called Galaxy Eggs, which is my first project on Ethereum. Now, the thing I like about this is mostly the art and the artist. Before getting into it, I looked up some of his other work, and it's just incredible. His name is Gal Barkin. I suggest that you guys look him up. But I mean, the Galaxy Eggs speak for themselves. The art is incredible. In my opinion, it's the best NFT art out there. Now, I think one of the downsides to the art is that it's maybe not the best profile pic art, meaning like people might not be as inclined to put it as their profile picture on Twitter or whatever social media, because it's not, it's more art. It's not as much of a persona type of thing. So that's been the project that I'm most interested in as of late, like in terms of what I've been buying recently. Now on Solana, I haven't made too many purchases. I said in one of my most recent videos that I think we're going to be in for a little bit of short-term pain in Solana because it recently entered a downtrend. I don't expect it to stay in that downtrend for a while unless the entire crypto market crashes. But I think we're in for potentially a little bit more pain. But I'm very bullish in the long term on Solana and NFTs on Solana. But the ones that I have been purchasing is fancy Frenchies. I just picked up a couple of those. The art is good, but the reason I like it a lot is because there's just so many influencers. You've got a bunch of influencers, a lot of rappers. I can't think of their names right now, but yeah, influencers are huge, and they're the people behind it are very active on social media, which is also good, trying to get the word out and get lots of people knowing about them. Also, they're doing an airdrop to anybody who has 2 fancy Frenchies in their wallet, so that's pretty exciting as well. Okay, on to where I think I see NFTs going long term. Now, right now, most people, when they say NFTs, they're talking about these, these generative art collections, usually around 10,000 or so. Now, I think right now we're a little bit oversaturated, and it's probably going to get even more oversaturated because we're still kind of in this boom phase of NFTs, I think. And I think a lot of these collections are going to end up being worthless. But what I think is really interesting, and this is what made me realize this, is the Galaxy Eggs, but also Bored Ape Yacht Club, is that I think the artist matters a lot. I think people are starting to focus on who is doing the art, and you can really see this. Unfortunately, I missed out. If it dips a lot, I might try to get into Sneaky Vampire Syndicate. Now, Sneaky Vampire Syndicate, the artist is the same artist who does the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I believe Bored Apes, the floor is around like $100,000, something like that. But the floor for Sneaky Vampires the other day was 0.77. Really wish I picked one up, because now the floor, I believe, is around 2.7 or 2.8. Ridiculous. But I think the main reason why it's pumping is because it's the same artist as Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I think this might be a continuing trend where there's certain artists who develop a reputation, a following, and because of that, they have a big advantage. Whatever projects that they work on are gonna, there's gonna be a lot of hype behind them. Rightfully so, because if they're good artists, then they're good artists, and also if they've worked on projects that have done well in the past, then you can, be comfortable that you're not getting rug pulled, that this is a good project. Now, this is another reason why I love Galaxy Eggs, because I think the artist is amazing, and in my opinion, it's the best NFT art. Obviously, that's a subjective thing, but the detail, the work that seems to have gone into these things it seems unparalleled. The team is very transparent on social media, Discord and Twitter. And also, another thing about Galaxy Eggs is that I believe there's over 5,000 holders, and there's only 9,999 eggs. And that's competing with a lot of the best. In general, I think it's good the more holders that there are, because it just makes more of a community, more people have interest in spreading it around, letting other people know about it. So, yeah, I think that's really good. But I really think it's going to be a continuing trend that certain artists develop a huge following, a huge brand around themselves, not just their projects, but themselves. And I think that gives a lot of value to any projects that are, that they create with their art. So anyways, I think that's going to be a long-term trend where a lot of these projects are going to go to zero, but these artists who have huge followings, good brands, I think they're going to long-term keep going up. So that's my 2 cents on that. If you guys like my content, subscribe. Appreciate it.